You've gotta change.
Today, we have coverage of LISD cultural events, a student-run nonprofit,
and a look into some future flyers. All coming up on MOB.
Welcome back, Marcus. I'm Eric Steinman.
And I'm Ethan Shepard. During the last couple of weeks, we went to some LISD events that showcase several different cultures in our community.
This past week, the school celebrated the many different cultures present on campus in an event called Celebrate Marcus. Superintendent Dr. Lori Rapp attended the event.
I love being here. I love this idea of Celebrate Marcus. I think that the more that we can learn about each other and learn from each other, I think we're better as a society, as a community.
Many students that presented believe that diversity is important throughout the school.
I think it means it just make us one and just make us look great. Like we're not just one culture, it's not just American culture. Because this just makes me feel that I'm part of here, and I'm so glad that Marcus just gave me the opportunity to have a better life that I couldn't have in my own country.
I think it means a lot. It really showcases our diversity to a lot of people that don't really see it every day.
Oh, I think that events like these are a way for various students to be able to share who they are with the school. I am presenting on Spain, and being able to do this project actually helped me to be able to find more out about my culture.
One of the prominent cultures at the event was the Chin people, who just recently had their annual Chin Festival at Louisville High School. Mary Sung said that originally she wasn't as involved in her culture because she was born in the U.S., but now that she's seen the things that have happened to her people, she has more of a connection to them.
But after seeing the military coup in Myanmar take over in February 1, 2021, that's when I started caring and started really paying a lot more attention to my culture.
Around 50,000 Chin people have been displaced due to a military coup.
And whenever I think about them and think about the children, it really hurts me, and it makes me want to do something about them. And that's when my culture really started influencing me.
If you'd like to help their cause, you can donate to organizations such as ChinHumanRights.org or the Louisville Chin Evangelical Church. Finally, the Black History Club brought back the annual Taste of Soul event after a 2-year absence to continue to share Black culture with the campus.
The Taste of Soul it's kind of an event where we share Black culturally food, Black households and stuff we regularly eat. We just have a fun time. A lot of people were receptive, and they did enjoy the food. I was personally very glad they brought it back because I wasn't really expecting them to actually bring it back.
This has been Reese Rome and Ethan Shepard reporting for MOB.
Getting to do that story meant getting to eat all that food.
Yeah, well, speaking of food, we have a student-run baking business that are sending their proceeds to a good cause.
Delicate Confections is a baking nonprofit that donates its earnings to the Alzheimer's Association.
We bake cookies and cupcakes and brownies and muffins, and then we sell them to, it's also all homemade, so nothing is bought, and we sell them to people that are interested. Though it's a disease that's not really well known, I wanted to make it well known in our community. Then I was like, let's do a baking business, and then that's when I approached her, and I texted her, hey, do you want to do this with me? She's like, yeah.
Running a business isn't easy. Aniga and Nidhi faced their share of problems.
So beginning was COVID. It was, that was a hard time. People were really scared to even buy things from us because they didn't know what was the process of making it since it was homemade. Inconsistency of sales, we weren't able to, some products weren't able to sell as well, so then we won't have as much sales. Another was time management. Time management was hard, especially this year because I was senior, she's a junior, so we had to figure out our schedules. We're getting really busy.
Even on like days when you have 3 tests and you have to make 5 dozen cupcakes, you still got to do it, you know? I look at people who don't have what I have, and I know that I don't need everything I have, but they need something.
Anaga's main motivation for the business comes from her grandfather, who is diagnosed with Alzheimer's.
Right now, he ain't doing that well. When my mom went to India recently, he forgot her name. And then one of my cousins, he came by to visit and he forgot him too. And that's a cousin that's lived with them. So it's really hard to like have those moments where he's starting to now forget long-term and people who he's been around for his entire life. And yeah, even though, my grandfather might be in India, but I mean, even if I can't help him there, I can help him somehow here.
You can purchase pastries through Instagram or speaking to them personally. This has been Rishi Hanumanlu and Sarah Coons reporting for MOB.
Man, good food and a good cause, they got it all.
Yeah, I totally agree. Next up, Reese and Marley take a dive into the world of aviation to learn about some aspiring pilots.
Flying a plane is a very daunting task and takes a lot of training to master. But some of our students have already taken on the challenge.
I've always loved airplanes. Just last year, I took my first flight, and I just loved it. At first, it was pretty nerve-wracking, and it was also really exciting, just the adrenaline rush.
He hasn't reached the age to get his private pilot's license, but is eager to work towards his future goals.
So after my private license, I just want to keep building hours, because I think I need 1,500, something like that, hours to be a commercial pilot, but the end goal is to be an airline pilot.
Cessna 501, left 181, contact ground. Good job, congratulations.
During his training, he's flown over many sunsets, night skies, and even an abandoned hotel.
There's nothing like seeing everything from a bird's eye view.
Tate isn't the only student pilot at our school. Senior Lucky Nelson is a private pilot working towards earning his instrument rating.
Instrument rating is flying through the clouds, having no visibility, and then focusing fully on your instruments.
He's planning on continuing his training in college with a head start from his experience earning his private pilot's license and instrument rating.
My best memory thus far was being able to fly down to the Keys, flying a whole different state, a whole different environment. I'm hoping to accomplish flying for the airlines, of course. I want to fly either corporate or cargo. I've already committed to Lynn University in Boca Raton, Florida for a degree in being a professional pilot. I like the complexity of it. I like, how much work it takes to do it, and it's really rewarding. It's a very beautiful experience, and it truly never gets old.
Senior Emily Kaslick got her start through ROTC.
They offered up a program called Daedalian Flight Training where you fly over at Meacham Airfield.
Last summer, she flew solo 3 times. She's currently working towards earning her private pilot's license and plans on going to college for aviation.
Hopefully later on down the line, I get chosen for a fighter jet pilot slot. That's definitely the main goal, being a fighter jet pilot in the Air Force.
This year, history was made when the Super Bowl featured the first ever all-female flyover.
That was so inspiring to me, just getting to know, hey, what I want to do is possible. So that was a really awesome moment to get to watch on TV. I like how tight-knit the field is, just getting a connection automatically with all the other pilots, because they know exactly what you're going through.
This has been Reese Rome and Marley Roberson reporting for MOB.
Man, I don't know how they do it. I can't get out of Marcus without hitting a curb.
You sure you should have your license?
At least I'm not flying planes.
Okay, on to Reese and Rayo sports. But before you go, Senior Videos is coming up. This is a chance for seniors to take a trip down memory lane and remember their favorite toys, trends, and entertainment from their childhood. Scan this QR code to schedule an interview by yourself or with your friends.
Welcome back to your sports update. It's good to be back. I'm Reese Rome.
And I'm Rhea Hadamio.
To start off our sports, we have another skateboarder, Memphis Lafferty. He successfully obtained multiple sponsors as well as a huge Instagram following.
All of my followers, at least, they care, and they're not just random people. They're skateboarders that I know and stuff. So it's kind of cool. It's fun. Nobody judges you. It's just a fun environment.
He hopes to continue working towards his goals.
Because I just went to LA to do this TV thing for the barracks for skateboarding. So that was pretty cool. It's hard because everything pretty much. Just like getting a new board, like learning new tricks and meeting new people and just like going to new skate parks.
Is that like your passion?
Yeah.
This has been Reese Rome, Sarah Kuntz, and Rhea Jaramillo for MOB. Now, back to Rhea and I.
What a Super Bowl, am I right?
You mean Rihanna's concert?
You mean the plane flyover?
Oh, yeah. You just watched a story on that.
I thought that story was pretty cool. You know what else is pretty cool? Pro baseball starting up and spring training's really fun to watch this year. How are the Rangers looking?
Well, they do have a lot of upside this year. They're going into their first season with a new manager, awesome free agent signings, and have a very deep minor league system.
Well, this week also starts the World Baseball Classic.
You're right about that. Teams from all over the world are going to be competing over the next few weeks for the title of Best Baseball Team in the World. How's hockey looking?
The Stars are doing really good right now, leading in the Western Conference, and they have a game this Thursday, so let's hope they can keep it up. What about basketball?
Well, the Kyrie Irving era has begun in Dallas, and the Mavs have looked a little off and on. Their offense is electric with their new pickup, but their defense has struggled over recent weeks.
Really? Well, now on to Marcus Sports. Our bowling team was deemed district champions and tournament champions. Here's soccer with Rue and Eric.
The varsity team has had a good season so far, winning 10 out of their 12 games. Here are some highlights from their game against Flower Mound. Maddie Peterson gets one-on-one with the keeper, scoring in the bottom right corner. This is a good play by senior Chloe Adams as she gets around a defender and dribbles up the field. Then, senior Bella Campos scores 2 goals during the second half of the game. The game ended 3-0, giving the Marauders another win. This has been Eric Steinman and Rue Manderfeld, reporting for MLB.
And now back to Eric and Ethan after this quick message.
Do you want to save lives? Well, on March 29th, you can by donating to the Marcus Blood Drive. To see if you qualify, use this QR code right here.
Well, that's all for today. We hope you have a wonderful spring break, and we hope you enjoyed our show. And if you want to catch some exclusive, never-seen-before content, check out our Instagram, where you can catch the first episode of Ethan's Got That Dog in Him. I'm Ethan Shepard.
And I'm Eric Simon. But before you go, let's take a look at some prom dresses for the dance this year.
We didn't know where to get a prom dress because we just don't know those spaces. And so we went to JCPenney, and we really didn't think there was going to be anything there. And there was like 3 dresses that were in my size. And so we were just like, all right, sure. And they all fit, and it was really weird, and nothing made sense. And so then that dress actually ended up working out.
We literally ordered it off of Amazon, put it on, and it fit. And so that's the one we're going with.
I knew there was nothing that I would like in store, and I didn't really want to go shopping at a mall or anything, so I decided to go online. I went to Lulu's. I've heard from friends that they're pretty cheap, and they're cute too. So.
Yeah, we just went to a bunch of stores, and then just when we found one we liked, we just got it.